I hope you are hanging in there and ready for week 3. Let's see, where do we start? A reminder, MLA, Modern Language Association Guidelines, that's the style of writing that is used for formal writing in the humanities. And MLA asks that students use third person. I think I've been noting this on some of your work. Mentioned it, I think, in your introductory materials, but just a reminder, start writing in third person. If you need a little review, there is a page right up front in your content materials. Very quick little review, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But that is something that will soon catch up with you. Please avoid first and second person writing. Don't forget, look at your weekly reviews. You will be held responsible for this information. Again, it's kind of a follow-up lecture, and the intent is to try to clarify anything that might have confused you during the previous week. After you've looked at this material, if you still have questions about the prior week's work, don't hesitate again to call or ask. A little bit about Sepetys' use of style and effective adjectives and adverbs. I think one reason that students generally keep going with this book is that she uses figurative language, stylistic writing, so very well. The first page of the novel, I love this little bit where she says that Lena looks around her room in her home in Lithuania, and the curtains are waltzing. She could have just simply said the curtains were moving in the open window breeze, but the fact that you see them waltzing, I don't know how the mind actually works, no one does, but we process things so quickly. And you take in this idea of waltz with these curtains, generally what kind of people do waltz? This is a very upper class family. They have a nice home, nice things, and their curtains even waltz. Those kind of little extras keep you going. They make you want to keep reading. And that's certainly what you want with your writing as well. Also, don't hesitate. I hope you are reviewing your quizzes because you're going to be writing about the book. Make sure that you are doing so you're on track with basic facts and information. I hope that timeline helped. If you have not looked at it yet, I would suggest doing so. Want to talk a little bit about organization. I think I mentioned early that your body paragraphs, even when you do a short paragraph for a Dropbox assignment, paragraphs start with topic sentences. You've studied this probably since the 3rd grade. Again, if you need a little review on organization, basic organization, thesis sentence, topic sentence, body paragraphs, what an intro's to do, etc. Back to your content page. There's a link, I think, in that case that gives you some pretty good information. A topic sentence tells the reader what the paragraph will be about. It helps not only the reader, but the writer stay on track. And it helps you avoid that rambling and things just kind of getting all jumbled up in a paragraph. Thesis sentence, that's the overarching promise statement of an essay. We'll look at that a little more thoroughly very soon when we start essay 1. Transitions. You've got a little assignment to do on transition work, but as you're reading Sepetys' novel, she does such a good job of taking you from the present moment when Lena is a captive to a previous memory, and she connects those past, present and past by often reiterating a word or an idea. She ends in the present moment with a word or an idea. She begins the past with that same word or idea. Start noting how she does that. It's very effective, getting you to have no problem moving chronologically in time. You're here now, in prison, in a gulag, and all of a sudden you're back to an event in Lithuania when she had a beautiful life, and it moves ever so smoothly. This week you will be finishing the novel. I hope it's been a learning experience for you, not only as far as good writing, engaging writing, but to study some history that most of us have learned very little about. And I think the reason for that, to a large degree, is because we were buds, so to speak, with Russia during World War II. So it was very easy for us to acknowledge and pounce on Hitler's nightmarish treatment of so many different peoples, particularly the Jewish people. We wanted to kind of sweep under the rug the treatment that Stalin was going to implement on his own people. So it's been a long time coming that this story really is getting traction, and we certainly need to understand what happened under such an evil communistic regime. Then you've got a little MLA work to do. Main thing I want you to grasp, I mean, you've got a pretty good, I think, YouTube helpful formatting, and then in-text citations. In-text citations, when you quote, you must take that quote and embed it, connect it, have it into a sentence of yours. A quote cannot stand alone, beginning to end, plopped in your paper per MLA. So really pay attention to that when you work on your in-text citation video. Then you've got a fun assignment. This is kind of a heavy week. Going to get to play a little bit with symbols and how important symbolism is in writing. Another kind of aspect of engaging writing, pathos. And we're going to work with these section titles of the novels. Allows you for a little bit of creative writing and thinking. Last but not least, I would get going pretty soon on all of this. If you have time this week, go ahead and look over Major Essay Assignment 1. I'll be talking about that a little more a week from today, but it's certainly there and available for you. You might want to start thinking about it. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good week.